Hello, this is Sarah, and this is Persona 4 episode 15 review, the long-awaited school trip. And for Persona fans, the trip back to Persona 3 memories, because it's Tatsumi Port Island, the place where Persona 3 took place. And it made me like, I want to go now and play Persona 3 all over again. I haven't played it in about a year or so I think I'm gonna go up and pick it up and play it. It's one of the best RPGs of all time. It came and it gave Persona series the name which is known to be by today. So it was because of Persona 3 that Persona series is known now. But Persona 4 is getting more attention and it has its own anime, while Persona 3 is just staying in the dust somewhere. I really want a Persona 3 anime because it would be awesome, based off of the FES version, because it handles a huge part and like the after story of Persona 3. It handles like a lot of shocking things and just a lot of discoveries on a lot of things. So go give it a try. If you have a PS2, go buy the FES version. If you have the PSP, well, you're gonna have to sell with the PSP version, but it does not have the extended story part, which is in the FES version. It does have you playing one time as male or female as you pick, and the social links kind of differs from around you. But I've been talking a bit about Persona 3. I just love it. But moving on to the actual episode, they went to Gakukan High. That's the same place in which Persona 3 main character Minato, or Minako if you're playing the female version on the PSP, attended school. And we met Chihiro, one of the social links in Persona 3, the male version, not the female version. And they were listening to a lecture of the nurse guy, which I kind of forgot his name. I do know that he does those kind of crazy experiments and he believes in magic, and you have to listen through the game through his lectures about black magic and tarots and just weird things. Actually, the tarot part was not really boring, but black magic and where it came from, like, what am I going to do with this type of information anyway? It was really long in the game. There was also the Shukawa Boulevard part. That was pretty hilarious actually. And it had, or this place kinda had a certain part in the story of Persona 3. So when they were like revisiting it in the game, it's like, that's the place they're gonna be staying in the night. And I couldn't stop myself from laughing in that part. They also went to Escapade, but they didn't take a stroll in Polonium Mall. Why? I mean, it would have been nice to take a look around the mall, right? That's the place where the protagonists used to work or hang out a lot of the time. It was one of those remarkable places that I think they should have showed, in the anime, even if it didn't show in the game. It wasn't going to be a bad thing if they kind of showed it. I mean, they showed other parts where in the game they didn't really play a big part in the story. A lot of people did not exactly visit these places as much as Polonium Mall, but well, they kind of covered the places in which I guess a lot of things from Persona 3 took place. And the King's game, wasn't that awesome? I couldn't stop my laughing from the very first time they went into the VIP room, because Rise, she happened to have this room on the house for one reason. She had a concert the previous year and it was cancelled due to the power which was cut out. Persona 3 fans, do you remember in the game where Escapade there were a power shutdown and they had to cancel a concert? That was the Rise concert, so that's the part that I think Persona 3 fans will remember. So anyways, they were there and they were drunk off air, which as ridiculous as it is, but happens. So because they were like not concentrating in anything and sort of drunk out of the air, we had the strangest King's Order game I've ever seen, actually. And did you see you? I don't know if he was exactly drunk or he was just playing along, and I love that he does not change his expression. He has the same expression, and it's a straight face. It doesn't change, and it's a straight face. I mean, it's pretty hilarious. And I also really like when he was playing with the darts, and I picked number 2. I mean, come on, they have to make everything so exaggerated that you just have to laugh, you know? And the OST that was used from Persona 3 OST, I mean, it's very understandable, and in case Persona 4 people who've never played Persona 3 before, the same composer of Persona 3 is the same composer as Persona 4, and they had the same game director. The anime is directed by someone else, but it is the same game director, so you know, there's a lot of common elements and common people working on the 2 games, so it was pretty easy to use the materials from the previous game into this one or the anime or so. But at least now you kind of had a taste from Persona 3, and you should really go and play the game because it's one of the best of all times. And you're not going to regret it, trust me, playing this game. As long as it is, because it takes at least 100 hours to finish from the very first time, but trust me, those 100 hours are so fulfilling that you'll just have to replay the game all over again a bunch of times to be able to completely understand it and completely just complete everything in it. So, it's an amazing game, and well, next episode we are back again to Persona 4, and well, there was kind of a clue that there's a shadow, and it's yes, it's Naoto's shadow. Finally, we'll see Naoto come into the picture and shine. Naoto is one of my favorite characters in the Persona 4 series. A very interesting personality, the role is very interesting as well, so finally we get to see Naoto get some action. And that's it, a long episode review, but it was about Persona 3, so I had to talk my heart out about Persona 3 in this episode. So that's it, guys, I'll see you in another episode or another anime episode review, so take care and stay safe, bye!